The following is the 7th grade lesson for the 4th of November, 2016. We started off class by having two different circles, kind of doing a Kagan activity, inside-outside circle. Basically, you had to imagine that you were a neighbor who faces the certain problems that I bring up. You had to describe what you feel will be the best way to handle each solution, or each situation. There are 7 different scenarios. This was an in-class activity, so you're not required to do anything with this. However, I would take a look and just kind of see, for fun, how would you respond to each of these ones? Some reminders. Giver, chapters 15, 16, and 17 are online if you need them, and they are due on Monday. You have monthly reading assignments that are due on November 30th. So make sure you are getting those started, especially the books. And your Giver discussion 2 is due on Monday as well. Now, we were able to shift gears and start doing something else, moving to our next drama. Okay? So, first slide here, what's going on? Well, the lady you see there is a switchboard operator. What that used to be is those cords that she's working with represent phone lines. There was only local communities, there was no long-distance phone calls or anything. And basically what she would do is you would make a phone call, you would call the operator, she would connect you to one of those many other switches you see in front of her. And by doing that, it actually connected your phone call to the other phone, because you didn't have the ability to just dial on your own. Okay? What job is similar today to a switchboard operator? Well, operators nowadays still do the same thing. Okay? If you were to call the main office of Latin Child's Middle School, Mrs. Emerson would answer the phone and she would ask you, what exactly are you calling for and who do you wish to speak to? She would then transfer you there. Okay? So, the following is a clip from Yes Man.
Check out the phone. It's longer than I thought it would be. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Alright, as you can see from there, the first phone is the one that's actually in Jim Carrey's hand, the man. And he obviously switched it with the creator of the phone, who's sitting there with his current cell phone. As you can see, the phones have changed rather drastically. Here's an illustration of that. The first two you see on the top level, you rarely see anymore. Your grandparents might have them, or if your parents collect those sorts of things. The other two phones on the top right, those ones you might see if you have a house phone. Cell phones, however, have gotten quite a drastic change. They started off as very, very big, very bulky, with long antennas. The antennas became extendable, then they became shortened, and then they became part of the actual body of the phone. And phones kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller until smartphones were created. And now, it seems the reverse has happened. They're getting bigger and bigger. With the ending of class, all students had to answer the following questions. So if you were absent, this needs to be done on a separate sheet of paper and turned in to me. Okay? Make sure you answer these in complete sentences and fully answer all of the questions. If you do not believe that your work is at A level, then you need to make sure you are bumping your work level up. So more sentences might be needed. Okay? Number 1, what is the purpose of phones? Pros and cons. What are the good things? What are the bad things about having phones? Okay? Number 2, do you think it would be hard for you to go a day without your phone? Why or why not? If you don't have a phone, easy enough answer, right? Numbers 3, 4, 5, and 6 don't relate to phones at all. They're just review questions. Okay? Tell me the definitions of them. What is a central idea? What is a theme? What are the 5 parts of a plot diagram? And what is the difference between internal and external conflict? Now, we haven't done the conflict one all that much, so break it down a little bit. I'm not going to give you the answer, but I'll help you out a tad bit. Try to figure out what is a conflict first. Okay? Once you've got that figured out, look at the words internal and external, and kind of think about yourself at a house. Okay? If you were to hear someone saying, well, I'm going to do some internal work on the house, where are they going to be? Are they going to be inside the house, outside the house, around the house, in the walls? What are they going to be doing? Okay? External is obviously going to be the opposite of that. So, that's what you need to focus on for today. With that, that ends the lesson of the day.